So let's talk about credit scores and how they get created. Well, a credit score is simply an algorithm. It's a mathematical formula that basically looks at all the items in your credit report, and based upon the mathematical formula, it derives a score that lenders use to very quickly assess your credit worthiness. If you rewind the clock 25 years ago, before there were credit scores, literally what was happening was the lender was getting a copy of your credit report from someone like Equifax. They were going down every line in the credit report, and okay, you have this department store charge, and this credit card charge, and this car loan, and this mortgage, and you paid this one on time, you didn't pay that one on time. Well, based upon that, I think that we ought to create these kind of terms for you. Well, you can imagine how many problems came about as a result of that. Not very accurate way of having a human assess your credit worthiness. So the score now is derived from all the contents of your credit report. People always ask, well, why are there so many credit scores out there? Well, it's probably most important to pay attention to the FICO score, because that's a score that 90% of all lenders use. So if you walk into an auto dealership and you're armed with your FICO score, and then you talk to the finance manager about financing that car, you know exactly what kind of terms you should be getting, favorable or unfavorable. And so the credit score, while it appears to be a little bit complicated, at the end of the day, it's a pretty straightforward mathematical number. It's just like grades we got in high school. We all know what an A meant, we all know what an F meant. Credit scores are the same way. If you've got an 850 FICO score, that's an A++. That's as good as it gets. I never met anybody with an 850 FICO score, but I'm sure you could get one. And if you meet somebody with a 600 FICO score, well, they're kind of in the C-, D+ range, so they're struggling a bit. So most people, if you kind of look at the distribution across most Americans, you know, most people are north of about 680 and 700. So you should know, if you go get your FICO score and you're around that range, you're doing pretty good.